Hello, this is Stephen Perry for CNN News. Today with me I have Cardinal Richelieu. Hello, Cardinal. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing, Stephen. How about you?
Not too bad.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Now, before we actually start with the questions, is there anything that you want to tell everybody?
Well, I was born on September 9th, 1585, in Paris, France. I was the fourth of 5 children and the last of 3 sons. My father was a soldier but died in the French Wars of Religion when I was only 5 years old. I went to the College of Navarre when I was only 9 and studied philosophy. Then, in the year 1606, I can't exactly remember. It's been a while, as I'm sure you could imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, around that year, King Henry IV nominated me to become a bishop. I later entered politics and became a Secretary of State in 1616. I rose in both the church and the state, becoming a cardinal in 1622, and later becoming King Louis XII's chief minister in 1624. I held both positions until I died in 1642. I died from a number of things, including recurrent fevers, intestinal tuberculosis, and migraines.
So if you died in 1642, how are you here now?
Well, I don't really know, Stephen. You CNN people usually know how to get the job done.
Yeah, this is very true. So one question I do have, why the robe and all the red?
You know the bird, the cardinal?
Yeah.
Kind of red, and we're named after the cardinal. Although we can't fly.
Be kind of creepy.
That'd be very creepy, actually. Moving on.
So back in the day, nobles had a lot of power. What do you think about that?
Well, I disliked the nobility greatly. They were always trying to cause me problems and get me kicked out of office. I defeated the Protestant nobles of La Rochelle and broke the power of one of the largest political factions in the country, called the Huguenots. I was proud of myself.
So what do you think made you so famous in history, besides bringing down the Huguenots, that we would want to bring you back to life?
Well, one thing that you mentioned earlier is that I became the very first prime minister of any country. And also, my few friends and admirers often pointed out that one of my greatest accomplishments was reducing the power of the great military noble families. I helped put down a number of threats to the king's power, and also by restraining the power of the nobility, I transformed France into a strong, centralized state.
Now that you mention that, does it mean that you agree with John Locke's idea of a government where most of the power resides with the people, or Thomas Hobbes' idea of a more centralized government?
Well, I think I agree more with Thomas Hobbes' idea of a centralized government. Having a government which controls everything makes it a lot easier to make tough decisions. And we don't have to worry about the people making stupid decisions.
On a final note, is there anything interesting that you want to tell our viewers?
Well, honestly, I don't think I'm a very interesting person. Oh, but I did get gonorrhea.
On that note, it's a pleasure talking to you, Cardinal.
And to you as well, Stephen.
This has been Stephen Perry with CNN News.